I'm going to take you right now. I'm going to take you to being right over 80% of the time in the direction. Let me repeat this. Right now, what I'm going to cover is going to make you 80% or better winner, which means that out of every 10 trades, you on average get 8 of them right. Do you know what you can do with those type of numbers? You can get fabulously wealthy by being right 80% of the time. Some of the best mechanical or algorithmic trading models make millions of dollars and they have a 38% winning ratio. It's just that when they win, it wins big. 38%. I'm giving you something in this section that's going to give you 80%. It's going to be very powerful. What separates a master from a novice or from even a regular profitable trader, I'm talking about a masterfully profitable trader, is their directional probability. If you get the direction right, you can kind of mess up other things and still be okay. There are 13 bars the market repeats over and over again. 13. It's almost like the market has its own alphabet, and each bar type is a letter in the market's alphabet. And it only has 13 letters in its alphabet. It can only speak and communicate to us through 13 bars. There's not a 14th, there's not a 12th, there's not a 15th, there's not a 40th, there's only 13. And so the market can only throw out one bar at a time, and it's got to be one of the 13. Now, if you know what all 13 bars are and what's the probability of this bar producing an up move versus a down move after this bar, when you know those numbers, your game really goes to an extraordinarily high level. When you understand what each bar's probability of an up move versus a down move is, then you know which location in that cycle from wide to narrow, which location each bar is better in. OMG, your game goes to the ultimate level. So you know all the 13 bars, and you know for each bar which location it performs the best in. Oh my goodness. I want to teach you all of those things. I want to teach you all of those nuances, that the between the line stuff, not the basic stuff, support and resistance. I'm a professional. I know support and resistance. No. The real nuance stuff is what separates you from the crowd. You understand? Support and resistance. It's on support. It's very basic. All right, let's get back. All right, the market's 2 most powerful bars. Now, of the 13, I'm covering the 2. I'm pulling out the 2 that possess the most power. There's 13, but these are the 2 most powerful. Now, of course, I'm not going to cover 13. Not only do I have time for that, but that's for my traders. But anyway, we will cover 2 today. And the 2 are very simple. They're what I call elephant bars and tail bars. Elephant bars and tail bars. So big, fat, green bars and bars that are mostly tail and a little body. So fat elephant bars. Now, why do I call these elephant bars? Because these bars can only be created by big money. You can't create an elephant bar in a stock like Apple. It takes billions of dollars to create an elephant bar. That is no easy feat. All right. So when we see an elephant bar, we know that's big money at play. But in reality, a tail bar is also big money at play, because this bar at one point was red. This bar was red, and the red got eaten up, eaten up, eaten up, eaten up, eaten up, and then and it went past the red to produce green. That's the comeback story. Your tail bar is the comeback story. It turns this bar into that bar. That's the comeback story. It turns weakness into strength. So your tail bar is the comeback story. Everyone loves a comeback story. This is domination bar. This is just the buyers are dominating. The bulls are dominant. That's domination. This is comeback. So comeback and domination. Those are the two bars. Then you have it on the weak side. The bears are dominating. This is pure domination. And this is the comeback story because this bar was once green at the high, and then the green got eliminated more, until all of the green was eliminated, and it kept going to produce some red. So the bears came back to wipe out the bulls. So these two bars are very meaningful in the markets, and you need to become an expert not only at identifying them, you've got to become an expert at playing them. And so the two ways that we play these, if they're in the right position, which I'll get to, you're going to buy into the bar right toward the end of the bar's formation, or you're going to buy right above the bar if you've missed it. You understand? You're going to buy above the bar if you've missed it. You're going to short below the bar if you've missed getting in the bar. You're going to short right below the bar if you've missed it. Right below the bar if you've missed it. All right? So just remember that. We want to try with the elephant bars, we want to try to get into the bar right toward the end. If we miss it, we want to get the next bar just above it. Just above it. In it or just below it. Just below it. All right? That's how we play these bars. We buy into the elephant bars or just above or below. We get into them at the end, or if we miss it, just above or below. And the tail bars, we always do above or below. I'm going to repeat that one more time. In the elephant bars, we want to get in the bar or just above it if we miss it. In the elephant bar, we want to short in this bar, but if we miss it, we want to short right under the bar. On the tail bars, it's always above the bar we want to get in or below it. All right, tell me you understand this. You got it? I want to see you. I want to see your comments. I know I'm on a delay, so it might take me a minute or so to see your comments, but I just want to make sure. I want to make sure. It's that important to me. All right? I want to make sure. Let me see your comments. You got this, guy, so far? You got it? Makes sense? A few of you let me know. Good, good. Now, guys, I'm going to show you example after example after example of this. All right, we're going to get this down pat. My goal here, I need you to walk away from this knowing exactly what to play, knowing exactly when to play it, when to strike, and how to protect yourself in case it doesn't work. I want you to walk away with this today. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. Boom. All right. So, guys, if we are in the bar or just above it, you protect yourself right below it. Right below it. If you are shorting in the bar or right below it, you protect yourself with a protective stop right above the event, right above the power bar. There's only 2 power bars. You don't want the market to remove your power bar. All right. So if this were to drop, boom, you're out. If you were to enter here and it were to drop, boom, you're out. If you were to enter here and this were to move up, boom, you're out. Sorry about that. If you were to enter here and move up, boom, you're out. So this is my lose 1 bar method. Guys, let me tell you this. I've always told you this. If the majority of your trades, you lose 1 bar, you're going to be in this business forever. Do you understand? Forever, forever. The market will never be able to take you out if you limit your losses to 1 bar. Think about that. The market will never be able to eliminate you, never be able to kill you, never be able to destroy you. You will be in this game forever if you limit your losses to 1 bar. I give you 1 bar, market, and you get fired. If you take this bar away, I fire you. If you do that, you will be in this game forever, because just by pure basic mathematics, some of your plays are going to produce 4 bars. 4 bar wins, 1 bar loss. Some of your plays are going to produce 8 bar wins, 1 bar loss. You're going to win 14 bars, 1 bar loss. You're going to win 40 bars, 1 bar loss. 3 bars, 1 bar loss. 2 bars, 1 bar loss. 1 bar win, 1 bar loss. 8 bar win, 10 bar win, 13 bar win, 40 bar win, 50 bar win. But you will only ever lose 1 bar. If you can do this, if you can play in those dots where I had the dots, and you can play only 2 bars that form in those dots, which I'll cover, and you can protect yourself by limiting your losses to 1 bar, OMG. That's fire. It will be hard to get this wrong. I'm going to show you. It will be hard to get this wrong. All right, let's go. I love this game. Now, I do want to just make this point very quickly here. It doesn't matter whether your tail bars, what color the body is, it's the same. So even if it's a red bar here, you're going to buy above this bar on the next bar, preferably. The next bar. The color of the body is not the important thing. It's the tail that's the important thing. All right. So I just wanted to demonstrate that here. It doesn't matter what color the little body is, the importance lies in the comeback, which is the tail portion of the bar. All right, good. Okay, so let's go. Now, this brings us to directional trading. Guys, let me tell you this. What I'm about to do with you here in this section is I'm going to take you right now. I'm going to take you to being right over 80% of the time in the direction. Let me repeat this. Right now, what I'm going to cover is going to make you 80% or better winner, which means that out of every 10 trades, you on average get 8 of them right. Do you know what you can do with those type of numbers? You can get fabulously wealthy by being right 80% of the time. Some of the best mechanical or algorithmic trading models make millions of dollars, and they have a 38% winning ratio. It's just that when they win, it wins big. 38%. I'm giving you something in this section that's going to give you 80%. It's going to be very powerful. What separates a master from a novice or from even a regular profitable trader, I'm talking about a masterfully profitable trader, is their directional probability. If you get the direction right, you can kind of mess up other things and still be okay. But you can't be okay very often if you get the direction wrong. So it's all comes down to how good are you with directional trading? Because it all starts there. You got to get the direction right most of the time. All right, let's go. So this is going to do it for you. This is going to do it for you. Boom. Now, directional trading. In your narrow state, if you get an elephant or a tail bar that forms anywhere above the narrow state. Now, these can be touching a little bit, it doesn't matter. But as long as they're above the narrow state, above the items, above the 20, above the 200. If you get that any of these two bars formed there, your direction is very high probability up from here, up from there, up from there. All you have to do is wait for one of your two bars to form in the right location. And there's only, on the buy side, there's only 3 locations. Well, there's only really 2 locations because this is the same as this. So we can take this one away. There's only 2 locations where buying is appropriate, right above a narrow state and below a wide state. Now remember, here we're playing the color game off the 20, a color game off the 20. That's different. But we're talking about the best locations to start your trades from. There's really only 2. 1, 2. Okay? Now, the best location to short or play down is narrow state under or wide state. All right? So there's only 2 best locations to short from, and there's only 2 best locations to go long from. Color game in between. But again, today I wanted to focus on the most powerful locations. Okay? This is getting your directional trading right. Now, guys, take your cell phone out, take a freaking snapshot of this, take your whatever image capture, screen capture, do something. Pull this out, stick it on your freaking computer, stick it on your freaking refrigerator, stick it on your bathroom mirror, stick it on the headboard of your bed, stick it on your freaking keyboard, stick it on your desk, make freaking wallpaper. Do what you got to do to sear this into your mind, because this can serve as the check. When you're ready to do something, you better make sure you're ready to buy. Is it in one of these green spots? You're ready to short. Wait a minute, let me check. Is it in one of these red spots? No, I'm not doing that. Let this be your guide. Do you understand? Make it your screensaver in your phone. I don't freaking tattoo your wife's forehead or your husband's forehead just so that it's a constant freaking reminder of where the best trades occur from. Do you understand what I'm saying?